Hello everyone, welcome to another Power Talk with Archana. Power Talk with Archana is your platform to grow your business. We help you turn your ideas into a brand, create its presence to reach your target audience. Welcome to my world as I collaborate with business leaders from across the globe. I have with me Mr. Rajiv Mitra. Rajiv is the CEO at Prabhat Dairy, a group company of French cheese producing giant called Lactalis. Lactalis Group grew into a global leader and major player in cheese production, thus contributing to the development of rural economy open to the world. Lactalis Group counts 80,000 collaborators and 250 production sites today. Rajiv is a part of my professional network and based in Mumbai, India. He has over 2 decades of experience in FMCG, telecom, and food industries and has held senior level positions in the best of corporates across the globe. Let's give a very warm welcome to Rajiv. Hello, Rajiv. How are you doing today?
Thank you very much, Archana. I'm very glad today to be a part of your show. And hello to all listeners of yours and the great network that you have. And congratulations on the great work that you have been doing all this while. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Rajiv. Absolute pleasure to have you with us. So, Rajiv, you're talking about life post COVID. Now, COVID 19 has literally been a real havoc in our lives, both professional and personal. Now, with major disruptions in the supply chain management and the way COVID has changed businesses in more than one ways, please tell my audience how did this affect your business?
We operate in the same world as everybody else, so it did affect us. Uh, could be more or could be less than others. We are in consumer staples. We are in dairy. So pandemic or no pandemic, the cow gives milk. The farmer needs to sell milk, and we need to serve our customers. So that part, there was not too much of a problem with the end consumer demand. In dairy, there are several customer segments that we serve. As far as the consumer who will drink milk, who needs milk or cheese or butter or ghee or any such product, there was a demand. So the problem there that we faced was the last mile delivery problem. On the other side, we
Yeah.
have a segment called Horeca, which is hotels, restaurants, and catering businesses. Hotels and restaurants were all shut during those 5, 6 months of very severe lockdown. So the demand dropped down to zero. So there was a demand problem there. But for us, our factories were running. We bought milk from the farmers. We paid them on time and appropriately. So we worked, and I'm very proud and fortunate that we had to work during this pandemic because we are in such a business and very, very essential services. So we had to be on our toes during the pandemic, but goes without saying, we took all precautions. We took care of our employees. We were available to our customers, and we served the community. I'm again very proud to say we were of great service to the community with the best of our abilities. Yes,
Great.
please.
So happy to know that, Rajiv. But I'm sure in the process, a lot has changed. I'm sure your priorities must have changed to a great extent. What are your thoughts there?
The thoughts on piracy. First of all, the lockdown, the pandemic taught us that we can be far off and yet be so close. Like this talk that we are doing today. You are sitting in Bangalore and I am in Mumbai, and but we are talking as if we are sitting very close to each other. So this the whole world, it kind of shrunk. It went apart, and still it kind of shrunk. So everything became very digital. We started working from home, so that boundary between work and home kind of collapsed. And I think that change is going to stay with us. So the usage of technology became so much more prevalent, like dairy in India is a very, very traditional way of working. It's a traditional industry. India is
Yes.
number one in information technology. India is number one in dairy. But the usage of IT in dairy is not at great levels, which happened during this lockdown. We learned how to use technology to the best of our advantages to ourselves and to our customers. Priority wise, uh, our priorities remain our employees, no compromise on safety, no compromise on them and their families. Our second are not in the order necessarily, but secondly, the customers. We are always available to our customers. They depend on us. You know, you need your can of milk, you need your pouch of milk by 7 a.m. in the morning at your doorstep, come what may.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
depend on us. The chocolate manufacturers, the biscuit manufacturers, the pizza makers, you know, to all those businesses that we supply ingredients, they depend on us. So they are our priority. We are always available to them. And the community remains our priority. Whatever we can contribute, as we have done to the Prime Minister's Fund, to the state government funds, and also local level programs, support institutionalized or non-institutionalized support to the community. That remains our priority. So I think the priorities have become much more pronounced now. So it is the employee, that is our people, the customer, and the community. They are clearly our priorities, and it is going to be that way. It's not going to change in a hurry.
Great. So good to know, Rajiv. All said and done with, Rajiv, we have seen a lot of collaborations during this very tough time the entire world is going through. But all said and done with, it's a big dent in the economy. And
Absolutely.
considering the dairy, you are the sector, do you see rural economy leading the revival of the change that has happened?
Thanks, Archana, for asking. Rural has been a great theme in India over the past years. Even before the pandemic, there was a lot of focus on dairy. Dairy, anyways, being the largest employer in the country. There was a lot of focus in agriculture. There were a lot of reforms planned. So even before the pandemic, a lot of things were happening in dairy from government and non-government. There were a lot of, this IITians and IIM graduates coming out, not taking jobs and getting into a agro startup, agro tech startup. So a lot of things. As I said in the beginning, the usage of information technology, smart technology in dairy or agriculture is at deplorable levels. Now that had started changing already. So dairy and agriculture already started reviving itself and thereby reviving the economy. What happens with COVID, even during the COVID months, you would have seen, fortunately, we have year after year of bumper crops. And the rural parts of India were not so touched by COVID. The caseload was low compared to the urban areas. So there
Yeah.
have been some natural advantages. So rural has got a great rural demand, has a good prospect of leading the revival. While the automobile companies, they were reporting zero sales last year during the lockdown months, but they had tractors. The tractor makers were selling tractors because
Yeah.
the rural India, they needed tractors. FMCG growth was majorly driven by rural India. So
Yeah.
now it is again picking up. So rural has been driving the growth. Um, what I see now in this, see the focus on rural needs to continue unabated. That's the socio-economic
Yeah.
propeller of the country. This year particularly, I'm
True.
slightly disappointed. I found the budget, the 21-22 budget to be very bold. It is more, the capex spends are very something to applaud, and the finance minister really focused on growth and reforms, even at the cost of fiscal prudence. I think which is the way to go. So I applaud it, but only I'm slightly soar about rural spends. You know, the last 2 years, we had 40% CAGR in spends in rural. This year, it is negative 17%. So, but
Yeah.
there has been a shift of income during the pandemic year. So some amount of
Yes.
moderation in spends was expected. But rural clearly is the revival theme, and rural is going to drive the economy. And anyways, we need socio-economic, a balanced socio-economic growth where we need to keep focus on rural. And it is not for nothing. It's a give and take. Rural employs so many people. Rural is
Yeah.
um, uh, I mean, really propelling the economy as a whole. So thanks for asking this question once again. I believe that rural is going to revive the economy in the days to come.
Great. Absolutely hoping for the best to happen for all of us. Great, Rajiv. Rajiv, pandemic also, brought forward, the Atmanirbhar Bharat, vocal for local, so much going around, going on around this, the entire, space. So now Lactalis being the world's largest dairy company and a very big MNC, what do you see happening in that sector?
Lovely. Thank you again for asking. See, Atmanirbhar, self-reliance, these are again very good themes. Should not be
Yeah.
mistaken, should not be mistaken for protectionism. Should not be mistaken. These are very prone to be misinterpreted and misrepresented. The Prime Minister had got a very noble and honest, sincere thought when he made this claim of going self-reliant. What is self-reliant? I am Lactalis. I am a global major. But what do? I buy 2.5 million liters of milk every day. We are present in 7 Indian states. We have 14 factories in India. We buy 2.5 million liters of milk from whom? From Indian farmers. So who are we supporting?
Yeah.
And all my factories, who are my employees? Who are the people who process and do something with that milk? They are all Indian workers, Indian employees. Who do I pay taxes to? I pay taxes to the Indian government. Where do I buy raw material from? I buy raw
Yeah.
material from Indian sellers. Who is the customer I service? I service the Indian consumer. Whose palate I am catering to? I am catering to the Indian palate. So we need these people. We need investments, be it Indian investment or FDI, which we are so nicely going around the globe scouting for. So this helps the GDP of India. This helps the Indian economy. The brand may have originated somewhere, just like a Britisher enjoys Tata tea. Tata tea
Yeah.
would have originated in India, or just like a Nigerian or a Kenyan uses an Airtel connection, or just like an American
True.
uses Infosys, the services of Infosys. But what are these
Yeah.
companies doing? These companies are helping growth and GDP of those countries, employing people there. That is the job of multinational, is not foreign. It is a company present in many nations. It is local in many nations, helping the economy of many nations. So Lactalis is helping the economy of India in India. So we are local. We are helping the cause of Atmanirbhar. We are making India
Yeah.
self-reliant by investing here. So that's my answer to this question. I have been asked this question by lot many uh, at lot many interviews and in lot many places. So and I love to answer this question. Thank you very much.
So good to know, Rajiv. It's so very good to know that your thoughts and your perspectives are so aligned to the Atmanirbhar Bharat and vocal for local. So very nice to know that. Great. Wish you all the luck and lots of success. So you are quite a popular leader. We know that, in a very, very successful CEO, having held leadership, roles in so many different sectors across the globe. Tell me one thing, Rajiv. What does it really take to be that CEO, become that popular leader for your people, for your team?
Yes, there are questions and there are concerns whether popularity is equivalent to effectiveness. So I wouldn't really focus on popularity because our job is to run businesses, and many a times we take unpopular decisions, we become unpopular.
Yeah.
I would say I would rather focus on effectiveness, and I believe that that is what you meant when you asked this question. And again, thank you because you are asking all the questions that I love to answer. As a leader of people, you got to be at times industry agnostic. What is that you need to do? You need to manage great people. You need to manage
Yeah.
great professionals. You need to manage funds. You need to manage finances. You need to run your business efficiently. And you need to manage systems and processes. So, my mantra is that you have to be a good manager of people. You need not be the best in that particular function. You have to be very
Yeah.
good. You have to be an expert in one or two functions, but you cannot be an
Yeah.
expert in all the functions that a complicated process driven industry like mine
True.
will have. So you have to be able to manage ambitions and operations of people. You have to be a good manager of money, of funds. What
Absolutely.
comes in, what goes out,
Absolutely.
how is the spend, what is the return on investment, what is the return on capital employed? Are we
Yeah.
managing funds efficiently? That was two. And three, systems and processes. You have to set very robust, very good systems and processes, and you have to manage them with an iron fist. So, to answer your question, a good leader in any industry would be a good manager of men, I mean, men and women, and a good manager of funds, and a good manager of systems and processes. You would have seen plenty examples, you would have seen many examples where people moved from one industry to another and still became very effective and quote unquote very popular in those industries.
Very right. Lovely. Loved the answer. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot, Rajiv. Rajiv, tell me one thing. You have huge experience. You've lived life in different nations. Tell me one thing. What is that one thing that you really would want the young generation to know and learn from you?
I think you have to be adaptable. You have to be most adaptable. Ultimately, the one who wins is not necessarily the best, but necessarily the most adaptable of all. You have to adapt to situations, you have to adapt to regulatory changes, you have to adapt to changes in government, the business has to go on. And like this pandemic, what it taught us, any amount of learnings and knowledge that you would have had, you never had the knowledge of combating a pandemic. The companies,
True.
the people who adapted to that situation responded well, keeping in mind again three things possibly: employee, customer, and community. They did well, they
Yeah.
managed well, and they will come out good. So, my I wouldn't call it a sermon, but my experience sharing would be the most adaptable of all, and that would take you through, that would see you through any situation, any environment.
Great. Absolutely. Absolutely. Lovely. Tell me, Rajiv, what is that one thing that really, really makes you smile?
Your questions are making me smile now, uh, but uh, but I'm very fond of my work. I'm very fond of my family. I'm fond of my other pursuits, the hobbies, the friends I have, and good humor makes me smile. A good book, a good movie, plenty of things, and lot of things. I am. It's not very difficult to make me happy.
Wow. You love
Though,
life.
though, though, though I love perfection, I'm not happy with imperfections. Even a small spelling mistakes can can make me happy. But again, at the same time, if you don't make mistakes in spelling, I'll be very happy. So it's not very
Yeah. Lovely. Tell me one thing. What's your favorite cheese?
See, in India, you mostly have what is called mozzarella.
Yeah.
That is, see, 90% of cheese in India is mozzarella, but India is gradually growing into cheese and starting to love cheese. And we will be very happy to bring all the other kind of cheese that we have in other markets. Very soon, we are going to get Galbani here. We are going to get Parmalat, and we are going to get
Wow.
a lot of other things in this market. India is gradually growing up to cheese, but what we get here is mozzarella. But there are my and some amount of cheddar is available here, and my favorite is orange cheddar.
Wow.
Yes.
Lovely. Great, Rajiv. Lovely speaking to you. I'm sure my audience are going to love this conversation as much as I did. We wish you all the best. Have a happy, healthy life and stay in touch with us.
Thank you very much, Archana. Thanks to you and your crew. And I will be happy if when I get to see this on social media. And good luck to you, your crew, and your audience. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful life ahead. Bye bye. That was Rajiv Mitra for you. If you keep your core values at the center of your work, your policies, your strategies, stay adaptable, be ready to unlearn, find your ways through the new age offerings, manage your team as your intellectual capital, you will really go far and you will really continue to rule the market in your area of work. I hope you really feel inspired after listening to this conversation. Enjoyed this conversation as much as I did. I wish all of you the very best. Until then, stay tuned for more.